Hey guys, we are so excited. Convention is just a few days away. And so Song and I wanted to jump on here really quick and just give you some do's and don'ts, more do's for convention. So I'm going to let Song start and we'll just kind of go back and forth and give you some do's and don'ts.
Okay, first of all, you guys are going to have so much fun because convention is a lot of fun. And I remember thinking the first time I went, I was like, oh, this is fun. But then I wasn't even an ambassador. I was just going as Brian's guest. But I remember the second time thinking, golly, I was an ambassador the second time I went. And I was like, God, this is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work, like good work, because you're learning and convention is just packed full of activities and parties. And I mean, you're on the go, go, go. I mean, it's not like Leaders Retreat where we get a lot of pool time. So I think the first bit of advice is, a lot of people wonder, how do we dress for these things? Because, if we say it is work, then you want to be presentable, but yet there's lots of walking. The venue is ginormous. So you want to be comfortable too. So I think a general good rule of thumb is just to be business casual. I always carried like a thin, kind of like a sweater or a cardigan rolled up in my bag because I get cold. And these arenas are huge. Well, the one in Vegas was. And I think this is a convention center too, kind of like the Marriott is, the World Marriott in Orlando. So comfortable shoes, cute shoes can be comfortable. And because you'll be walking up and down stairs and such and, lugging your bag and stuff. And Plexus will provide you with a bag of some sort when you check in.
Yeah, usually does.
Yes, and inside that bag are is at least one pen, something to write on, so you don't have to bring all that of your own unless you have a special journal that you want. I always use Plexus, the ones they provided. So be business casual, be comfortable, bring a jacket or a cardigan or something that you can roll up in your bag, and and they give you a bag, so that can be your bag too. So
it's crazy. So Kevin's first convention, I think, was also Song's first convention, and my first convention. But anyways, that's where Kevin really fell in love with not only our products but our company, because he saw the integrity in Tarl and Alex. So I'm super excited for all of you that it's your first time to be there, and for all of you that are going back again. Okay, the second thing we want to talk about is etiquette. So saving seats is always a big thing at convention, which we all know we want to sit with our friends, we want to sit with our team, but I do want to ask that maybe you reserve one or two seats. Okay, you don't do a whole row of seats, especially if you are up front or, have a really good seating area. Make sure that you're being considerate to everyone else. You don't want to save a whole row of seats and somebody walk by and say, are these seats taken? Yes, they are. Remember, we're one Plexus. And it's super important to just, be considerate of everybody around you. Maybe save one or two seats, and that's it. Come together, meet beforehand, walk in together. That will be so much easier to find a seat that way. And so you can sit as a team. But also with that, well, we'll get into that in a minute, but just look around you. We are one Plexus. We are one big family. So just look around and be considerate. And you probably do want to get there a little bit early so you can sit together. But come in, like I said, as a group together.
Yeah, what we've done in the past is, if there are people on your team that are, like run on Asian time, like I do, there's always 2 or 3 people on your team or that you want to sit with that are early birds, or they like to get there early. So just if you need 10 seats, then 3 of y'all three of the, early people go in together and save 2 seats each. Then it's not so, and it's really uncomfortable. I mean, when someone comes to you and says, can I sit there? And you're like, I'm waiting on people, it's a little uncomfortable. So just spare yourself the stress of that, and, let the early bird people, your 2 or 3, go in and save two seats each. Then it's not uncomfortable.
Absolutely. And sometimes those random people that sit by you end up being some of your best friends. Song and I were talking about that earlier. That's where she's met a lot of her Plexus friends. That's where I met Beth Anderson. We just happened to sit next to each other. And y'all, that has been a friendship for now going on 5 years. And it's a good friendship, so just also think about that too, that the person that sits next to you or the person you sit next to could end up being a really good running buddy or a power partner or just a good friend. So
absolutely. That was a perfect segue into what was our third tip, is make lots of friends. I mean, these are, people who go to convention we all have one thing in common. We all love and believe in the company enough to go to convention, like travel. So that is a awesome common ground. And I mean, I like Cheyenne said, I love, probably one of my favorite things about Plexus is all the relationships that I've made on this journey. And I've made a ton of them at these events, convention, leaders retreat, and we've just reconnected at each of these places. So make new friends. I shouldn't say everyone. Most of the people are really, I'm sure there have been people who have met me and be like, okay, she's a Yahoo. She's not on time. So not everyone, we're not all, you don't have to like everyone, but the majority of the people are really, really amazing and fun people. So just have a good time. I love meeting new friends. So
absolutely. And you could probably learn so much from them if they're not on your team. I mean, think about it. Here's somebody that's not on your team that you can ask questions. Well, how does your team do this? Well, what do you do for this? Well, and then you can bounce ideas off of each other. So making new friends at convention is so important. And just think, then you'll see them again at Leaders Retreat. And, it's just so fun. So fun. Okay, number 4, we have 10 things. I don't know if we told y'all that or not, but we do have 10 things. So our next thing is go to all events, okay? So in the past, what I've heard some people do is they just go to the fun things, what they consider the fun things. They go to, the dessert night. They go to the concert. They go to the parties, whatever. Y'all, get to the meetings too. They are so full of so much information. I know too, like sometimes people will go, well, I've been silver for 3 years. Why would I go to the silver meeting again? I already know everything they're going to tell me. Y'all, it's different speakers. And you can learn something new every year. I know for us, that's like me going, I've been to a diamond meeting the last, 3 years, so 4 years, whatever. I'm not going. There's always new information. There's always something new to learn. And especially when there's different speakers, y'all get there. When you're, and then come to the big main events as well. Don't just think it's fluff. It's not just fluff. Yeah, some of it, we're laughing, we're cutting up, we're having fun, but get to every single event and just take it all in. But the other thing that it kind of goes with the etiquette, be quiet while people are talking. Just remember that not everybody that's up on stage loves to be up on stage. You want to give them the respect and let them know. Nod your head when they say something. And sometimes they can see you, sometimes they can't. But, the head nodding or the eye contact or the just being quiet and not talking to the person next to you when somebody's speaking is so important. And I say that because I've been up on stage several times, and being, as you all know, public speaking is not something that I love. Well, it's those people that are sitting in the audience that are making that eye contact, that are nodding their head, that are smiling back at me. It's so much easier. If you see somebody over here whispering like this, it may have nothing to do with you, but you automatically think it has everything to do with you and that you've done something wrong. So just be courteous in that, and, try not to whisper throughout it. I know a lot of us, we love to talk to the person that's next to us, right? It's our friend. We get excited. Oh, did you hear that? Or I don't really understand that, and asking questions, but you can do that afterwards. So that's one of my biggest things. I think I hate to look around a room and see people just whispering and talking, or if it's behind me, they think they're being really quiet. Well, it's carrying forward and I can hear what they're saying, and it distracts me. So just try to be very quiet during those events. So
yeah. And I might add to that, Plexus really, they throw really good parties, and there's always lots of food and desserts and all kinds of stuff. And a lot of times they have swag. Like last year at Leaders Retreat, they gave away a hat, a cute little Plexus hat. And there's always, wine glasses at parties sometimes, whatever it may be. I have serious FOMO, which is fear of missing out. And I know the last event when I did miss a party, I missed out on that hat. So I was so bummed out, but I had a good reason for missing it. But let them spoil you. You've earned it. They want to spoil you. So, take it all in. And the good thing about one of the exciting things about the events at convention is they reveal new information at the sessions at convention. So, you want to be at them. And these sessions, they seem like a long time, but they really go really fast, and they always give good information. There's always a surprise, or there's always something new. And anyways, the time goes by fast because it really is packed full of stuff.
It is. I agree. And the other thing I was going to say is participate. Sometimes they try to get the crowd to participate. Don't be one of them that just sits. Have fun with it, y'all. Have fun. Be silly. It's okay. Who cares? Everybody else around you being silly too. Don't worry about what somebody's going to think about you. Have fun with it. Have fun.
Yeah. Okay. The next thing is come prepared with stuff to learn and to take notes, because convention is, even though it's a lot of fun, is also, you're learning about your business. You're learning about the products. You're learning about your company. So come prepared to take notes. Like I said, they do provide a paper and pen with inside the bag generally. At every event I've ever been to that Plexus has thrown has provided us with that. Bring a battery pack if you have one. If you connect onto Wi-Fi, if you can, it will suck your battery because everyone's trying to connect. All the thousands of people in that seminar room or in that arena they're trying to log into. So that kind of drains your battery. So bring a battery pack so you can recharge. And you want to take lots of pictures too, whether it's pictures to share with your team, whether it's information or social pictures, but you also want to be posting on Facebook and showing your excitement, Instagram, social media, because people, you really want to attract those blues. Like if you have a lot of blue, social, fun, like loving friends, they want to get in on that fun. So take lots of pictures, post a lot. So be prepared in that sense to be a good student and a good leader.
Yeah, I love that. I love it is a time to post a lot. You're having fun with friends and learning, and it's just showing a great side of Plexus. The other thing I would say to that is if they do release a new product, don't try to get on and buy it right then. It's usually after that day's meeting. So don't stress about that you got to be the first one on, and a lot of times they'll carry it in the store at convention, but you won't be able to get it until they release it. So the other thing is bring snacks with you. Bring snacks. You could bring snacks to the event. Water bottles. You may need water bottles. A lot of times they have Plexus on tap. Was that at convention or just Leaders Retreats? I don't remember. All my events.
I think what they've been doing lately is giving us a 7-day trial in our bags.
Yeah.
Maybe
Don't count on that.
Don't count on that. But definitely bring a water bottle, one that you can refill or one that you can mix your pink drink in. Sometimes they do have it on tap. I kind of felt like the last couple of times they have been giving us the 7-day trials so that it's fresh. And I don't know, I have no, that just totally pulled out of my butt. I don't know if that's true, but I would just assumed that it was because it was just sitting there for hours.
Not wasting as much.
Yes, and wasting.
Yeah. So, and guys, you can do, is it Amazon grocery? I don't know what Amazon is.
Fresh, Amazon Fresh.
Amazon Fresh. Okay, so you can do that and have water bottles delivered to your room, snacks delivered to your room, so you're not trying to carry it all in your suitcase. That's something else I would say is make sure that you have room in your suitcase for stuff that you bring home. But the Amazon, y'all, or the snacks, you want to make sure you have snacks and water bottles with you probably at all times. Sometimes when we break for lunch, lines get really, really long. Yes. And you may think, oh my gosh, I just want to sit down. I don't want to be in that line, but you'll have your snacks in your bag. So then it's not this stressful time of I haven't eaten and now I'm hangry and grumpy and everything else. So take advantage of Amazon Fresh, bring snacks if you want, if you don't want to mess with Amazon, and bring that water bottle, that reusable water bottle.
Yeah, because the bottles of water at these conventions, these places are expensive. You can buy like a 24 pack. You can buy a 24 pack of water bottles for the same price as one water bottle at, these stands or whatever. So definitely take your own water bottle or take something that you can refill at a water fountain or whatever. The other thing is these at convention, the entire arena or convention center, thousands of people are being released at the same time for lunch. So don't get frustrated. It's just a buttload of people, hungry people trying to get food, and the lines are long. And then before you know it, it's time to go back. And then all those people are heading back into it's like cattle call. Right. So don't spend a lot of time figuring out, where you're going to eat. Just grab something to eat. And like Cheyenne said, snacks to hold you over are huge. I mean, I know in Vegas, a lot of times I didn't eat lunch. Right. I just had a snack and then just saved my appetite for dinner because it was just, I don't enjoy eating standing up anyway. So, and the choices aren't always, if you're, eating keto or trying to be super healthy. Yeah, that the selection there is slim if you're on some kind of strict elimination, something keto diet. So, bring your own food to hold you over. That's a good one. And it'll save you a lot of money because yeah, you
can spend $15 on snacks.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just try to think it through, even if it's just some peanut butter crackers and I know that's not super healthy, no one shoot me, but I'm just saying something to kind of tide you over would be great.
Yeah. Absolutely. That'll save you a lot of money because it does all add up. Okay. You want to, am I number 7?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Our number 7 is do not get overwhelmed. Here we are telling you all these things to expect. And you're probably thinking, oh my goodness, I'm getting overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed. I mean, this really is a great blend of learning, fun work, and having a good time. Enjoy the free stuff. There's not a ton of it, but most of them are at these, receptions and parties that Plexus puts on. And every time they say light hors d'oeuvres, it's like a full meal. I mean, you don't get a full meal, but there are heavy hors d'oeuvres. You definitely get full at these events. So anyways, don't get overwhelmed. We're trying to have, you just breathe. There will be times where you're being squished. You might have some woman's, boob in your cheek or whatever. Because it is like a cattle call. You're like, oh my goodness, a woman's boob like on my cheek. But it's all good. And they don't care because it's not that big of a deal. As long as you don't, don't turn around and yell at her or slap her boob. That is not a good thing. So anyways, don't get overwhelmed.
That is the key right there. Don't slap her boob.
Don't slap her boob. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's a
there
lot of
will,
information.
yeah, and there will be. I mean, I've seen there will be some people who get a little worked up or get a little, they let that kind of get to them, like just the crowdedness and people trying to all go into one spot, even though it's a big spot. There are doorways, and I've seen some drama in these. It's just breathe,
Yes.
drink a pink drink.
You're there to have fun. You're there to
Yes.
learn. You're there to make new friends. And just remember too, a lot of this information will be in your back office afterwards. So
Right.
if you miss something, I'm sure, somebody else will get it. Or, we'll have a recap, a team Zoom recap the following Wednesday. We're also, well, I'll tell you about the other thing that Kim Waller and I are going to do later. But so don't stress. Don't get overwhelmed. Number 8 is be positive, y'all. Be positive. Be that person that if you're in line, and you hear people around you being negative, be that person that has a smile that maybe changes those people's outlook in their day. Just if something happens, say a product's released and maybe it's not what you were hoping for because you were hoping for something that made you lose 30 pounds in a week. Y'all, be positive. Plexus has our best interests at heart. They love us. They love our customers. But they only give us the products that are the best of the best. So just remember that, y'all. I have no clue what's being released, so that had nothing to do with what's being released. Don't think that I know something. But be positive. Be positive if, say they run 10 minutes late at convention. Don't stress out. Try to stay until the end. That's another thing, I guess, about just being considerate. Walking out of an event when somebody's talking, a group of you, it blows my mind, and I've seen it over and over and over again. If it's 5 or 10 minutes late, it's 5 or 10 minutes late. Just think, oh my gosh, I'm getting that much more information. And if you have your snacks with you in your water bottle, it's not going to be that big of a deal because you'll have food already. So just be positive, take everything in, have fun, and just love on your team that's there too, y'all. Love on them. Just have fun with them. So, okay, moving on.
Okay, convention store. Okay, so this is what I've experienced at the convention store being a non-Jewel. I know that Jewels have their own special line and they get their own access to it, and generally they go first, which is awesome. So they do sell out of stuff. My advice on convention store is to get there early. Like it used to be for me, we would do it kind of towards the end of convention, but there's really not much left. It gets bought up. So go early for the best selection. I think one of the best things about the convention store is that they have stuff that they don't ever offer again, or you can't get it anywhere but at convention. So, like little cute $3, $5, $10 things that you can, Plexus branded things that you can give away as team prizes. Those are always great purchases. They have way more clothing options and t-shirt options than they do in the back office at convention. But so go early. Like make it one of the, like after you drop your bags, go to the convention store.
Yeah. I know last year they were better about restocking when they could.
Yeah.
I felt like they restocked more last year than they ever have before. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if you see something and you love it, don't wait.
Yeah, get it.
And be prepared that if they do have product releases, they'll probably have, not always, but they'll probably have that in the store there too. So you may go back, but don't wait to buy those cute gifts, until then, because they may not be there, like Song said.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the products, they don't generally sell out because they've got oodles and oodles of those. And then you can always go to your back office and get them later. The stuff that they have at the convention store isn't always, the majority of it is not available again. So get it if you love it, especially if they have your size.
Yeah.
Because they do run out of certain sizes.
Exactly. And I would say be considerate there too. Don't buy 25 of something going, oh, well, I might have a use for them. Let other people get that chance, let them I've tried to do that as well, because I know my first year I was like, oh, I've got to have this and I've got to have this and I've got to have this. I think I spent like $600 in the store. Ridiculous. Thinking, oh, it'll last forever, and yeah, it was ridiculous. So go in there, be excited, get stuff for yourself, get a few things for your team that you can do for giveaways or new customers, new ambassadors. But
don't go ape poop.
Yeah, don't. You don't need 25 of the same thing, I guess you could, but unless you know what you're going to do with it, just leave it for other people as well. So, okay, number 10, have fun and build belief. Y'all, this is your time that you are being poured into by corporate, by top ambassadors. It is a time to sit back, have fun. It's time to, hang out with your team. But it's also time to build that belief, not only in Plexus, but in network marketing too. So, you are going to meet, I know people get excited to meet some of those top ambassadors. Meet them, have fun. If they look exhausted or like they're trying to get to wherever they're going, try to meet them later. You know what I mean? Like if they look like they're in a hurry and trying to get somewhere, let them go and meet them later. It may be that they're exhausted. But y'all, these people, ambassadors want to meet you. Top ambassadors want to meet you. Everybody, people are there to build their belief, to build those friendships. So do it, have fun, and just be positive. That's the biggest thing is I think, be flexible. Be flexible. That would be the other one. Just have fun.
Yeah, just go and soak it all up. Yeah. The knowledge, the excitement, the fun, the people, the free food, the free pink drink, all the goodies they give you. It is really it's so much fun. It really is.
It is. And then I guess the last thing I would say is you're going to feel that excitement and that momentum, but y'all don't leave it at convention. Bring it back to your team. Bring it back to talk to new customers, new ambassadors. I guarantee you this year, it is a year of momentum and a year of excitement. And I see different things happening with Plexus. We already know about Hunger Control. We have Joyome. Y'all, those are incredible, incredible things. So just knowing that we'll probably have another product release at convention, oh my gosh, we have so much to be talking to people about. So don't wait to talk to them, y'all. Leaders Retreat contest has already started. We'll find out more about Leaders Retreat at convention. Most of the time, now I say this, most of the time it starts June 1st. They go back and say, okay, everything from June 1st on. Y'all don't wait. Start talking to people now. Start planting those seeds, because sometimes it takes 30, 60, 90 days for those people to ever make a decision. So start talking to people now. Get them excited about what's to come. I think June 7th is the day Joyome's supposed to be released. And then Hunger Control. I don't know when that will be released, but hopefully sooner rather than later. That's my hope. So get on it now. Have fun. I guess that's
really the timing, and really the timing that Plexus has. I don't know if this is all they planned this. I'm sure they did, or they've really they're forecasting. I'm sure they are. But Joyome, the new Hunger Control, right before convention, as Leaders Retreat contest is starting. They have really laid a great foundation for some really good team building, team growth, promotions, rankings. This is a good time. And the more products, I know personally, one of the things I love about Plexus is that we don't have a cajillion catalog of products, but I am super excited that we have a range of products that makes it a lot easier for someone to get to 100 PV, which is what you want. Yeah. That is what we want as ambassadors. There's just no other reason to sign them up as an ambassador if they're not going to buy $100 in PV. So with Joyome, with Hunger Control, I think that it's going to be a lot easier to get to 100 PV, which is good.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm super excited. So I also wanted to tell y'all our next team Zoom will be Wednesday. So we're not doing one this Wednesday. I'll be at convention. Song's going to be leaving for a mission trip soon. Our next Zoom will be Wednesday, June 13th, and it'll be convention recap. Thursday, June 14th, we're going to at 10 a.m. We're going to have a new ambassador training. And then June 16th, that's a Saturday morning, Kim Waller and I are starting something called Better Together meetings. And so it's going to be food and fellowship. I mean, just a light, food or whatever. We'll probably have drawings. We're going to pray together. We're going to have testimonies. We're going to do some product training and some business training. All of it will last 1.5 hours. So that's going to be, more information will come about that, but we're going to start doing these once a month to kind of get us together more. So mark your calendar for that. It'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be from 10 a.m. till 11:30 at Kim Waller's house. So more information coming on that. In July, it will be at my house. It will be, let's see when that is. Sorry. We'll have a new ambassador training on July 2nd. And then that Better Together meeting will be at my house on Thursday, July 12th at 7 p.m. So we're trying to do some in the morning, some at night, hopefully some on the weekends, some during the week, so we can hopefully reach all of you. But just so you know, we do have some exciting things coming. So Kim and I worked together the other day. Song and I've been doing this stuff together. So we're super excited. And yeah, I guess that's all. So we'll see y'all after convention, or hopefully I'll see some of you at convention. So
I'm excited.
I know
for you guys, not for me, I won't be there, but
we're going to be on a mission trip. I
yes,
mean, we're working for the Lord. Come on.
Yes, that's
true.
I'll be sweating, but that's good.
We'll miss you. We'll miss you for sure. But we'll share all the good information.
Yes, do that.
Okay, guys. So we'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Have a great day.